Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's begin. Rabbi shrah li sadri amri yassir li wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. My Lord, expand for me my chest, ease my task for me, and untie the knot from my tongue, so that they may understand my speech. Ameen. This is my introduction. My name is Sahar Qureshi, and I'm honored to serve as a chairperson for the IAU Pakistan Student Committee. Alhamdulillah, I have completed my Bridge to Masters in Islamic Studies and am currently pursuing my master's degree. The education system at IAU has inspired me deeply, so much so that I want to do my PhD, inshallah. We have our co-host Anwar, the IAU Pakistan Student Committee Secretary, mashallah. He completed his BS Computer Science at University of Karachi and is enrolled in IAB Intensive Arabic Program at IAU. He's a software engineer by profession, mashallah. We're going to talk a little bit about the university of ours, International Open University. Let's take a moment to appreciate the institute that united us all. The International Open University, IOU, founded by Dr. Bilal Phillips, IOU stands as a beacon of accessible, affordable, and authentic education for students around global. It masterfully integrates Islamic knowledge with modern disciplines, empowering students to succeed both spiritually and academically. We have 8 departments: Faculty of Islamic Studies, of Business Administration, of Education, of Psychology, Islamic Psychology, to be very specific, and of Arabic Language, of IT, Information Technology, of Science and Engineering, and additionally, General Diploma in Islamic Studies, GDIS, a foundation program for those seeking Islamic knowledge. Global Memorization Center, GQMC, an online platform where students worldwide memorize the Quran under qualified instructors. Introducing our esteemed speaker, let me introduce you to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Mohammad Anwar. He is the Dean of Islamic Studies Faculty. Dr. Mohammad Anwar Sahib Al-Madani gained admission to Medina University at the age of 14, mashallah, where after completing high school, he completed a BA in Islamic Studies as well as Masters and PhD in Quranic Sciences. Dr. Anwar is the Imam of Masjid al-Taqwa, New Zealand, as well as a founder member and chairman of its parent body at Taqwa Trust. He's also the president of the Federation of Muslim Scholars of New Zealand and lectures in Islamic law at the International Open University, where he is the dean of its Islamic Studies faculty, as well as the lecturer for Tafsir, Hadith, and Aqidah. Dr. Anwar has been invited to participate and speak in several academic conferences, mashallah, by Muslim scholars and organizations in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, India, Bangladesh, Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji. He has also been invited to speak on national television and radio show in Saudi Arabia and other countries. Jazakallah khairan kathiran for joining us today. Without further delay, we now hand over to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Anwar Sahib, to begin the lecture. Dr. Anwar Sahib, please proceed.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته بارك الله فيكم وحياكم الله. May Allah bless you all Ameen. May Allah give you all the best of this dunya and hereafter. Ameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم إنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. My beloved brothers and sisters, once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Mubarak, taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum salih al-amal. Ameen. In this indeed a very blessed month, in which we all are part of it. How deeply we are part of it, that belongs to each individual based on their intensity of involvement. However, Ramadan is for all of us. It depends whether you accept it or reject it, or whether you are weak in receiving it or you take it very strongly and seriously. As we all know, the topic, it is related to, you know, you may say time balance, um, time factor, and so forth, and utilizing every moment of yours in life, and especially in Ramadan. The only asset which we were born with is time. The only asset which was given to you when you came was time. In fact, you came in your battery suit. You had no clothes on yourself. And then somebody quickly cleaned you and dressed you nicely. You came to this world while you didn't have any clothes, but you had time with you. But the time, though, is yours, but you have no control on it regarding how many years. Is it 50, 60, 70, 80 years? You don't know. But what you can do related to this time is maximize it for your own benefit. This is what you can do, and that is what we are talking about here. Some person will die at the age of 80, 90, as if he has done nothing for his hereafter. Another one may die in his 20s, 30s, and yet he worked so hard that it is like he has done thousands of years of work. Let me explain this. In a Sahih Hadith, من غسل يوم الجمعة وبكر وابتكر إلى آخر الحديث. The one who takes shower early يوم الجمعة, and for me it is almost midnight here, and for you people it will be soon Friday night, midnight of Friday, and then Jummah in the morning. So you see that when early in the morning, after you get ready, you go for Jum'ah very early. It's around sunrise sometime around there. Walking to the masjid, each step you take, you get the reward of siyam, fasting, qiyam, praying, and sadaqah, spending in the path of Allah. For each step, 1 year. If you have to work for about normal pace from your home to the masjid, say for about 10 minutes. That could be 1,000 plus steps. 1,000 years of rewards non-stop in few hours. But the problem is that many of us, we have time on Friday, but we come very late as if you are the prime minister of the country. This is a good challenge. Take this challenge on yourself, that this Friday I am going to do this. walk early to the masjid for Jum'ah, at least once in my lifetime I can achieve this. Please do it. It is for your own good. This is related to time, maximizing your time, being smart about your time. You may do Qiyamul Layl whole night and you pray Fajr in Jama'ah, which I'm going to come to, and go back and say, oh, I need to rest, man. I haven't slept for the whole night. So you sleep. Nothing haram, but you got the Qiyamul Layl, Ajr, rewards of Qiyamul Layl. But you could have the other option. Okay, I'm going to go and what you guys eat there? I will have some samosa, pakoda, right? And what else? Say it loudly. Okay, right. Whatever you eat, kalas. In the Sindh, I don't know what you eat, but I'm pretty sure samosa and pakoda. Sorry, you guys are fasting, right? Okay, sorry about that. You can eat it in few hours, inshallah. Now you have those things and then sleep for the night, so I can sleep for 4 hours, 5 hours. So early in the morning, I go to the masjid for these thousands of years of rewards. How can you compare these thousands of years to 5 hours of your ibadah? You can't. Anyone will know. So, this is why it is important that we guide ourselves and compare and calculate. When it comes to this dunya, how much money you are going to make, how much you can save, which work you do, you can have more money, which university you go, so you will have a better chance of being employed, what is the degree which I should have so that the wages are better. MashaAllah, you have all the information and you can tell me pop, 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 just like that. But imagine, not imagine, think of what I have just said. You may die in 20 years and you find that you have been worshipping Allah for 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 years. Yes, this is how smart you should be. Like when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, Man salla al-fajr fi jama'ah, fahuwa fi zimmatillah. When you pray Fajr in Jama'ah, another riwayah without the word Jama'ah, then you are under the protection of Allah. So important it is. Of course, we have to pray 5 times a day in its prescribed time. There is no problem about that. There is no issue, meaning in the sense we all agree on that. However, to pray it in Jama'ah, you are under the protection of Allah for the whole day. And then the reward of Jama'ah, 27 times more. So if you pray every Salah in Jama'ah, brothers, it's very easy out there in Sindh. So many masajid there. Hardly ever anyone may struggle to make it to the masjid for every salah. I'm not talking about sisters in this part. Sisters, mashallah, you have the hijab, you have everything. You pray inside your houses, pay the hadith. It is better for you. You want to go and pray in the masjid, but you don't go because it is better for you to pray at home. Inshallah, you'll get the rewards. So if you pray, say for example, in Jama'ah for 10 years, your rewards are for 27 times more. So multiply 10 times 27. How much is it? 270 years. Subhanallah. You pray 10 years, you get the rewards of 270 years. You went early for Salatul Jum'ah, very early, just after sunrise sometime. 5 hours earlier you went, you got 5,000 years of ajr. This is what I'm talking about. Smart mu'min. Where is my IQ and your IQ? Why are we not able to calculate these things and know which is better for me and you? This is so important, barakallahu fikum. Exactly like that when we are in the month of Ramadan now, and we already know the importance of time from what I have already said and from what you already know and from what more I'm going to present, then how are you going to balance? Remember, so many ayat in hadith giving us the importance of the time factor of our life and to benefit from it before it is too late. Probably the best of the evidence for that is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. Benefit from the five before the other five happens. And that is like shababik qabla haramik, sihatuk qabla maradik, waqt faragak qabla shugulik, ginaka qabla faqrik, hayatuka qabla mamatik. Your your youthfulness before you become very old, your time before you become busy, your wealth before you become poor, your health before you become sick, your life before you die. So this hadith is encouraging us to hasten and swiftly act and not to delay. Whenever you have the opportunity to do something, do it. Do not delay it till future. So now we are in Ramadan. You don't say, inshallah, from next Ramadan, I will do better. From next Ramadan, I will pray every Taraweeh in the masjid. From next Ramadan, I'm going to do Qiyamul Layl. From next Ramadan, I'm going to read Quran. From next Ramadan, I'm going to start memorizing Quran. No, 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 no. You are already in that next Ramadan, which is now. Don't delay things. This is what that hadith is all about. So a part of that opportunity is we have Ramadan. Don't delay it till next Ramadan. You don't know whether you are alive or dead by then. You don't know what your situation could be at that time when next Ramadan comes. At least in this Ramadan, you are alive. You have the same you akal. You know what you are doing. Fasting is wajib on you, which is a good news, which means that you are a normal person. So don't delay things. You don't know what will happen by next Ramadan. So before knowing how to balance your time, you need to know that you have to act upon it. If you know everything, you put it on a diary book on the paper. On this day, I'm going to do this, this, this. It helps, but it only helps if you act on it. Otherwise, it is of no point apart from wasting your pen, wasting your paper, wasting your money. That's all it is about. Now, in Ramadan, I would think in Pakistan it's quite similar to other Muslim countries. Life starts at night, evening, samosa, some dates, then you go and pray, come back, or praying at home, then you have a big feast. Isha time comes, you start to struggle and get tired and you feel sleepy. Now all you can see is your bed to sleep. So you say, okay, honey, I will sleep 10 minutes and then wake me up. 10 minutes, I've been working whole day. Okay, okay, fine. So you go and do your 10 minutes and that 10 minutes you add 1 0 in front. You spend more than 1 hour sleeping. By the time you wake up, Salatul Isha intahat, it finished, but Tarawih intahat. Salatul Tarawih kazalik. All gone. This becomes your routine. Don't let that happen. And then the nightlife starts. All the market is full of people buying, selling. Wow, ya Allah. And you want to become part of that. There is certain amount you can't avoid. You have to do it. I do understand that. I'm not saying don't go, don't buy. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying minimize the damage. Then instead of Qiyamul Layl, somebody is buying Sarwar Kameez, another one is buying Kangra Chori, another one is buying three-piece, whatever. Someone is buying gold, another one is buying bangle, another one is buying a ring, another one is doing this and that. And you go round in a ring and then khalas. It's time for suhoor. You come back home, you take your suhoor, you pray your fajr if you are lucky, and then you sleep. Oh, 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 oh. No, we need to balance our time. Islam encourages us to be very mindful of our timing of everything which we have. So, as an example, Al Quran. It is Shahrul Quran, as you know, month of Quran, Ramadan. After every salah, if you give 5 minutes, if you are very fluent in reading, then 5 to 7 minutes will be 5 pages. One juz will take you between 20 to 25 minutes, and that's it. Okay, say 30 minutes, half an hour, one juz. So each five salah, if you give 6 minutes, you will be finishing the entire juz in a day. You need to know when you find more time so you can give more time at that point. There are times of salawat where you cannot because it may be busy for you or not suitable for you. So allocate another time where you can succeed. So you make it's not that you plan, it's execution of the plan. Plan, we all are very good in planning, but execution is what matters, not the plan. Another thing, okay, I'm going to spend time in the masjid. It's a good time, mashallah. You may do tarawih. So if you are doing tarawih in the masjid and you are doing iftar in the masjid, there you go. Try not to come back. Okay, you go only for salat tarawih. It's good. You attend Salatul Isha and Tarawih in the normal where one juz is being recited, easily 2 hours in the masjid. Who is hosting you? Allah. You are a guest of Allah in the house of Allah. So you are a guest of Allah. Believe me, if you have right intention, you are never, ever, ever going to come out from there empty. So that is a good time to ask Allah for forgiveness and to free yourself from hellfire. Allahumma atik riqabana min al-nar ya Rabb. Ameen. Oh Allah, free us from the hellfire. Now that's a good time. You are in the house of Allah. You say, Ya Allah, I came to your house and you are Akramul Akrameen, Ya Allah. You are most generous. Whatever you give is not going to cost you anything. Your resources of Allah is unlimited because everything belongs to Allah anyway. So Ya Allah, please forgive me. Oh Allah, free me from hellfire. That's what I want. Ya Allah, don't let me go out from this house of yours empty. You talk to Allah in the dua, in your language. Of course, there are things which you already know, like Rabbana atina, Allahumma inna zalamna anfusana, rabbik fili. All these dua you make, and then you say these kind of things in your language. Say, Ya Allah, forgive me, Ya Allah, this, Ya Allah, this, Ya Allah, that. Say to Allah, Ya Allah, I'm saying these things. Maybe I'm too weak, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, I'm saying this, Ya Allah, but Ya Allah, I'm weak. As if I don't mean it. I want to mean it, but I'm too weak. Oh Allah, I'm joking. I'm not trying to deceive you. You know that you can't deceive Allah. And you are asking Allah directly, you say, Allah, it's not meant to be deceiving you. It's just that I'm weak. Make me stronger. So Allah knows you. And nobody else knows you better than Allah. Even better than you, Allah knows you. So balancing this, I said Quran, spending time in the masjid, making dua, especially at the time of iftar, wherever you may be, at night, making dua. Inna lillahi wa taqa min an-nar wa dhalika fi kulli layla, kama qala sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that Allah frees His slaves every night. Every night Allah frees the slaves from Nari Jahannam. Every night of Ramadan. So say, Ya Allah, you have promised us, we know it is going to be fulfilled, but I want to be tonight. I don't want to miss out on this. Although I don't deserve it, Ya Allah, you know that I'm sinful, I have got shortfalls, I've got lots of sins. But at least I'm trying, Ya Allah, I'm asking you, Ya Allah, forgive me. You don't know when Allah puts Iman in your heart, make it stronger. You have Iman already, but you want it to become stronger. Ask Allah, Azza wa Jalla. Sadaqat. One of the best things you can do, part of sharing what Allah has given you, من فطر صائما كان له مثل أجر صائمه لا ينقص ذلك من أجرهم شيئا. To go and provide iftar for someone. Say a person fasted and he got rewards of, say, a million rewards of for fasting. If you provide for him a full meal and he breaks fast on your meal, you are going to get the same amount of reward of his. You get yours, he gets his, but he also gifts you that. Subhanallah. How generous Allah is. So imagine if you can provide meal for 1,000 masakin in the entire month, if you are able to. It will be like you fasted for 30 days of yours in 30,000 more days because you fed 1,000 masakin. 30,000. This means what? That you fasted for 1,000 years because you get the rewards of 1,000 masakin while it is only 1 year. So by the time you die after 10, 20, 30 years, if you have done that continuously, what's your reward? You already know, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 years of fasting for yourself. Subhanal Khaliqil Azim. You see, you need to know how to be smart enough. So this, when we provide for Fuqara al-Masakin, it's a very serious business, extremely serious. Most likely, all of you, wal ilmu indallah, are able to provide at least for a day or two for someone. I'm pretty sure you can. For brothers in Pakistan, you may not need to go any further. You have got lots around you who need your help, who need your support. Find out about them, help them out, and you will be rewarded. Barakallahu fikum. Do not wait till you say, oh, when I get very rich, I'm going to do this. Maybe that never happens. Act on what you already have. Dinarun, 1 dinar you spend in the path of Allah from only 1 dinar which you have is better than someone spending thousands and thousands and has got millions in his bank anyway. So what matters is you and what you do with your time. Another thing we is that because the masjid is a very, very busy place in Ramadan, we need lots of effort from brothers who may clean the masjid, clean the toilet, make it presentable for people to come and pray in. You can take part in all of this. You can become part of those. You don't, I don't know about, well, here in New Zealand, we have to do everything by ourselves. Yes, maybe in those regions are people who do the cleaning because they are paid. Why don't you give extra hadiah, help, some money to that brother who is cleaning and say, this time it's on me. Clean it, please. You get the rewards, he gets his money. You can do those things. Nah. Also among those things is the poor people, they need more help with this month. Probably you can be part of it. You see someone who is lonely, does not have a family or has, but the family is not taking care of him. They may need a bit of time to go and sit and spend time with them. Try to be there. Try to be a companion. And if you are not a good companion at your home, you can't be a good companion to others. I'm telling you, charity begins at home. So from here comes first your respect, whether you respect your wife or husband or not. This is very important. Wallahi, this is another beautiful topic I would love to talk on. That is respect. How to respect others, which starts by respecting yourself first. Then it comes to respecting your wife or husband, then the others. With respect comes also another thing very magical, and that is your tongue. This quickly makes friends, and quicker than that makes enemies. Many of us, we don't know how to speak, how to talk. It's not about using words and grammar and whatever. No, that doesn't matter at all in most cases, of course. What really matters is how you say it, which simple word you choose when you talk to others, whether you talk it nicely or not, whether when you speak to another person, the other person feels that you love him or her, that's why you are saying like this or not. The examples are hundreds and thousands, subhanAllah. And because the time is so dear for us, don't want to really make it too long. I know it's time for probably Salatul Asr soon, and then you have iftar, and that some of you must be looking at the fry pan kadiya, whatever. The oil is about to get hot, and I have the samosa to put. I have the mincemeat to make kebab with. Allah understand. So I don't want to hold the sisters also, and I don't want the brothers to be deprived of their daily, nutritions. Barakallahu fikum, and now I leave it to the questions. If anything related to Siyam, anything related to Qiyam, anything related to Fatawa in the Masail of Siyam, or anything else, if there is nothing related to this, I will do my best to answer. Jazakumullah khairan wa barakallahu fikum, and special thanks to all the brothers and sisters who have been behind the organizing this program. And believe me, I'm really honored to be part of this tonight here and today here. And anytime when you people need me, I will be available, inshallah, for any other further talk. Jazakumullah khairan wa barakallah fikum. Hiyakumullah.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran, Ustad. There are a few questions that they have asked, the audience have asked. One of them is, how can I maintain a healthy sleep schedule during Ramadan?
Okay. Ramadan is a month where sleeping is one of those things which has to be decreased. However, it is not always possible for everyone to do that. If you are struggling and you need more, that 6 to 8 hours, as the doctors they say, and you cannot operate without that, then you have to balance yourself in a way. Maybe some at day and some at night, depending on what you are working on in the season where you are, how many hours are night and how many hours are day. You have to find out the best of the suitable times for you to sleep and rest. Body needs rest. However, the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that in Ramadan he used to wake up at night and wake his family to do ibadah. So the ibadah of the night is very important. And for this, it means that you need to sacrifice a little bit of more time of the night worshipping Allah Azza wa Jalla. So balancing the time here will mean that you for yourself know when you are getting energy and what not, when not. So if you don't have much energy while you are fasting, you want to have a rest, you want to have a sleep in the daytime because you are well energized at night and you want to worship and you do find the strength to worship Allah at night, go for it. But if you are awake at night, wasting your time, doing things which are haram, which you shouldn't, absolutely shouldn't do it, then you are better off sleeping. So if you, whenever you are awake at night, you are going to sin, then go and sleep. Don't worry. Still, you are better than being awake and not worshipping Allah, but sinning Allah. While fasting in the daytime, it is more easier for some of us to control ourselves compared to at night when you are not fasting. So, you fast in the daytime and you do ibadah. However, still you may not be able to have enough energies for different reasons, your body and whatever. You are allowed to have rest. You are allowed to sleep, but don't waste too much of your time sleeping. Try to have a balance. Barakallahu fikum wa jazakumullah khairan.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran, Ustad. Then another question. The sister asked, how can I make Taraweeh more engaging and not feel like a burden?
Tarawih will never be a burden once Allah gives you tawfiq. You cannot make Tarawih engaging. Engaging will be more like when you are running courses where the lecturer will ask you and you ask the lecturer, you answer and he answers, and then there are examples or you discuss in a group. This kind of things cannot happen in Salah. A Salah, a prayer is something, there is nothing about engaging, but you are standing and that is between you and Allah Azza wa Jalla. However, for those who know Arabic language, it becomes a little bit more easier because they do understand what Imam is reciting. So this is the part where they are getting engaged. If you are among those who are weak in the language of Arabic or don't understand anything at all, the least you can do, you always find out from where to where the Imam is going to recite tonight in Taraweeh. So if you do your homework enough, and go and read the translation of that entire juz or more or less whatever is going to be recited, In this way, you will have a vague idea of what the Imam is reciting, and you are able to uh, translate it in a way which you had read. So you are able to get to there somehow, if not in every ayah, in some of those ayahs. So this is another way of engaging yourself and knowing that what Imam is reciting, though you don't understand the meaning entirely, but you did your homework by reading the whole translation before Taraweeh for that day. These are among those things which will make it easier. Of course, you go and ask Allah, "Ya Allah, give me the courage to stand up and pray. Give me the courage so I get fully focused while praying Taraweeh. Wa barakallahu fikum."
Jazakallah khairan kathiran, Ustad. There's a question a new Muslim asked. How can they, when they haven't, when they're trying to learn Quran and they are practicing Islam and they haven't done, um, they are not perfect. So what small and powerful ibadah can they do which can be as good as other Muslims?
First of all, brother or sister, whoever you are, believe me, we all are in the same boat. We all are weak in our iman. We all struggle to keep up. And this is the fitra to Bani Adam. This is the way Allah has created us. However, the weakness level differs from person to person. It's not that because if you don't know much about Islam, you are still learning Quran, that you are worse than those who know Quran. There are people who are Hufaz al-Quran, who are ulama al-Quran, those who know a lot of Quran, but probably you have a better iman than that person. So by not knowing much of the Quran, because you are still learning, it does not mean in any way you are not a good Muslim. It doesn't mean that at all. That's point number one. Point number two, though we all have weaknesses, but that's why Ramadan is here. That's why Tawbah is here. That's why seeking forgiveness from Allah Azza wa Jalla is here. So you go and seek repentance and ask Allah, Allah forgive me, strengthen my iman, make me from Ahlul Jannah, make me from those who are from the Jannah, make me enjoy my iman, make me enjoy my Islam, make me enjoy what I do for your sake, Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla. You keep on repeating that, force yourself to pray, force yourself to read Quran. In the duration, in the process of that, you will find that you start to love it, you start to enjoy it. Exactly like from the beginning of Ramadan, we already finished about 12, 13, 14 days of Siyam. In the beginning, we struggled, our Iman was weaker, our focus was very, very weak, but now our focus has grown. We find more attracted to the Quran, attached to the Quran. We find more easier to go in the shelf and pick the Quran. We don't need to put much effort now. Why? Because you want to read Quran. It was first you were forcing to read Quran. Now you want to read Quran. So gradually you are going to build up yourself, inshallah. Barakallahu fikum.
Jazakallah khairan kathiran, Ustad. It's so amazing to have you here with us.
Barakallahu
Alhamdulillah,
fikum.
a very, very beneficial session. Jazakallah khairan kathiran.
You're welcome.
We we will start the rest of our slides.
So my session is finished, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
And I can leave now.
Yes, yes, you can.
Jazakallah khair, barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sir. Walaikum assalam.
Hayyakumullah.
Let's begin with we have approached to the last of our webinar. The Sheikh has left. Just for the sake of the reminder, these are our upcoming webinars, and these are the ones that have previously happened in the past. And if you have missed any of them, you can go back and look into it. Inshallah, they are very amazing, wonderful webinars, mashallah. This is the email if you want to contact us, inshallah. Write it down or take a screenshot, inshallah. Let's end this. Jazakallahu khairan kathira for everyone joining us. Glory is to you, O Allah, and praise is to you. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship but you. I seek your forgiveness and repent to you. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.